What's going on, guys? It's Alex. In today's video, I'm going to be auditing this pest control site. By the way, if you want me to audit your site on my YouTube channel, you can drop the link to your site in the comments below. Happy to take a look and make a video of it. Also, if you need help with digital marketing for your pest control business, Google Ads, SEO, lead generation, anything like that, there's also a link below you can click. You can book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your campaigns, answer any questions you have about SEO, digital marketing, lead gen, and of course, see if there's any opportunity to work together to get you more leads and grow your business. So I have not taken too close of a look at this site, and so we will just be jumping into this pretty raw. Right off the bat, this, if you're a pest control business, you would want this to be something pest control related. It's unrelated at all. It's unrelated to the niche entirely. So if you were running ads to the sites, especially, or if even for organic traffic, you would want this to be something pest control related. Again, from a UX perspective, I wouldn't have this much white space. See what it looks like on mobile. It does look a little bit better on mobile, but you would want to definitely fix this huge space here before testimonials or pestimonials. Anyways, before jumping into the UX side of things, let's just see the overall SEO here. Pest control services in Harrisburg and Dauphin County. Safe and effective residential pest control. All right. So the issue here, and it doesn't mention any location here, but I'm guessing he's based, he's in Dauphin County, Pennsylvania. And I'm just going to pull up the map here to see what the main town is. Dauphin County, PA. So what we have here on Google Maps is, it is showing some, I can't see the full area here, Dauphin County, right? The county seat is Harrisburg. So Harrisburg, I guess, is the city. All right, so the problem here, so Harrisburg is the town. Problem here, and again, let me just pull this up, is you never would want to target a county for your targeting for SEO for your homepage, right? And so if we look here, if you do Dauphin County pest control, all right, and we can just leave it as United States wide. Sorry about that. Dauphin County pest control, right? I'm just going to show you guys why you wouldn't want to target the county. You can mention it as a location page, but if we look at Dauphin County, there's no volume. Nobody is really searching Dauphin County pest control, right? But if you search, it was Harrisburg, right? Harrisburg pest control. Now you have some volume, right? 700 people searching every month. You've got rodent control. You've got mosquito control Harrisburg, bed bug exterminator Harrisburg. People are searching that location, the city, specific city. They're not searching the county. So right off the bat, I would get rid of any mention of Dauphin County, right? He is mentioning townships as well. Totally do not mention that. So this homepage, right, what you would want it to target on your homepage is your location. So Harrisburg, which it says, but it's also mentioning Dauphin County, not ideal. And you also want to mention that location in the description. So I would have, my title would be Harrisburg Pest Control or Pest Control Harrisburg, and then add a line, a vertical line, and then anchor pest defense. So you have the location, you have the service, right? So pest control, Harrisburg, and then you have the name of your business. So anchor pest defense. And it would, and then also in the description, I would say safe and effective residential pest control in Harrisburg. Anchor pest defense is your best choice for a pest-free home, something like that. Looking at the headings here, right, your H1, your main heading, doesn't even mention Harrisburg or Pennsylvania or any location at all. Safe and effective and lasting pest control. This is not a great heading. So this is the H1 heading is what you're telling Google the page is about. So you would want this to say, and it is this title right here. So you would want this to say Harrisburg Pest Control, right? And then you could even mention your brand name. And this is also a huge, I was zoomed in, but this is a huge menu, guys. This is a huge navigation bar. It's way too big. But you would want this part to say Harrisburg Pest Control or Pest Control Harrisburg. And then here you could say offering pest control services to Harrisburg residents, serving your unique needs. Something like that. So right off the bat for SEO, it's missing some really core factors. And looking at the H2s, H3s, mentioning some services, we do have Dauphin County down here, which is fine. It's good to mention Pennsylvania. But again, it only mentions pest control once. And the page itself mentions pest control twice. There. And where's the other mention? Somewhere in the review, right? Which is not ideal. So you would want to include pest control services, exterminator. You want to include all these keywords on the on this page. It only mentions it once, and it's not even mentioned the location or the service in the H1. Huge missing factors there for SEO. Big opportunity to add it in multiple headlines. Also for the structure of the page, this is fine. Testimonials is fine. It's a great play on words, but everything just here looks huge. But you should have it. The first drop, what someone views after the header should be testimonials, but it should either be pulled directly from Google or screenshots of reviews, right? Anybody can write these. People these days are not, and this just links us to the review, which is also not great. People are not stupid anymore. You would want to show Google Google reviews here, either with a plugin or even just screenshots with a link to the Google Business Profile, right? This is fine. Having the about really is humanizing the page. This is fantastic. You would probably want to add here a service area map or services first. Again, doesn't really matter that much from a UX perspective or even conversion rate perspective. It's just going to be for SEO. These are the things you would want to include. And if we click view service map, yeah, it brings us to a contact page, which this is fine, right? So he is targeting Harrisburg, and we'll come back to this. One-time services is fine, but instead of ant, rodent, you would say ant control, rodent control, wasp removal, or bees nest removal, right? And you can use any keyword tool to find out what else people are looking for. Bed bugs, rodent control instead of, I think it was mouse. I would change that to rodent. Bee exterminator, right? Termite control, bed bugs, mosquito control. You would want to add these if these are services that you offer. Quarterly service, this is fine. Pricing is fine. Why customers choose us, fine. Does it matter? Does this link to the Google Business Profile? Yes, this is fine. Yeah, so what you would do is just screenshot these reviews, right? And then add them to the homepage, right? That's fantastic with this same link. Search here, unnecessary. Also, there's not really any calls to action. So just for straight up conversion perspective, you would want to include calls to action. You do have book online. Something like this should be stickied on mobile. Let's see if it is. It is not. So on mobile, you would definitely want to have a call us or get in touch. And you want to have more buttons, right? So this button is fine. Probably make it bigger. It does not look great on desktop, but on mobile, I do believe it was fine. Yeah, it's not terrible. You would want to include your testimonials. Have another call to action right here. You live in Mother Nature. You've got this section. Have another call to action, right? View our service area. Under here, have a few words. Have a few sentences of text. Have a call to action. Each of these should have 1 or 2 sentences as well. And then let's just take a look at the service area map. Now, for location pages, he doesn't have any. So there's no location pages, and we just have a few service pages. All of these towns, so your homepage will target Harrisburg Pest Control. Each of these towns, if it's big enough, Hummelstown, Hawkersville, Hershey, Lingelstown, Paxtonia, Colonial Park, all of these will be under your location section. So in the menu here, right, this is fine. I mean, I don't know how many people are booking with this, and the contact form is not highlighted for some reason. And you're way too many requests. You're asking too much from the user here. But basically what you would have as well is, oh, they have an FAQ, that's fine, is you would want home, services, location. So when someone on the location page, there'll be a drop down, and then each of these locations would be, if there's demand, you can use your keyword tool. Each of those would have their own landing page. So you would just target Colonial Park pest control, right? And that page would mention rodent control, mouse control, mosquito control, termite control, bed bug exterminator. So you don't need necessarily every single service plus every single location. You want the service pages just for your main area, right? And then the location pages will cover all of those. And then you can use Google Search Console to see if it's necessary to build out additional pages. But for the most part, you will be ranking in Harrisburg. So homepage should target Harrisburg Pest Control. Now let's take a look at the services. Wasp service. I don't know if that's the, if people are looking that up. You'd probably want to go with bee exterminator as the service. I don't know if people are looking up wasp control in Harrisburg. Google Search Console will tell you if they are. Harrisburg, PA. But let's see if anybody is looking up wasp control. Maybe a couple people. Yeah, you know, there's enough people here for it to for it to have its own page. But what I would do for this particular page is go with either wasp exterminator, or wasp nest removal, or even wasp pest control. Probably wasp nest removal. You could make additional pages for this, but probably I would go with wasp nest removal or wasp exterminator. And then if we look at the page here, instead of just wasp service, it's not really what people are looking for. Yeah, this page as well is not ideal. If we look at the SEO for it, wasp pest control service, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I would go with wasp pest control Harrisburg, right? Or wasp nest removal Harrisburg. This is slightly better. And then wasp nest removal. Do not mention Dauphin County in the description. Only mention Harrisburg, right? Otherwise, it's not terrible. But unfortunately, if we look at the headings here, guys, it is, yeah, the H1 is fine, but it's not really mentioning anything like wasp nests. Yeah, and the page itself does not really have a whole lot of content. So it is a lot. There is a lot here, but I would probably add more content and structure it in a way that makes sense to the user. And of course, this is fine, but you want to add a photo of like actual wasps, actual wasp nests. FAQ on this page does really well. Pricing is fine, which they do have here. Again, if you're going to add testimonials, copy and paste them or screenshot it from the actual Google review, and then include those on the page. And yeah, the footer needs to be fixed as well. And I'm sure the same is going to apply to all these. And again, if you have more services that you can offer, super helpful. One more thing from an SEO perspective is you always want to include the business name, the business address, and the business phone number in the footer, right? As well as the website. But we are missing the business name as well as the business address. Even if you are a service area, you want to include a business address, the same address that is on your Google business profile, that's on any of the directory sites that you're listed on. You want to make sure that's all included. And these should all be linked to location pages, right? And then the last thing I wanted to check was the blog. Not so necessary. This is just straight up, I would assume, from ChatGPT. There's no date, which you would want to date. It just links to other blog posts. Pretty terrible internal linking. You would want to link this to like your pest control homepage. So you would want to have a call to action right after here that says something like, if you need pest control in Harrisburg, and then a link to the homepage with that anchor text. Give us a call. You'd also want to include calls to action, probably photos. Fortunately, blogging is not super necessary anymore. It's not going to hurt, but if you can make it super related to the area that you're in, that's also going to be helpful. So a site like this would probably need 5 or 10 hours of updating, and then just regular reviewing of Google's Search Console and then rankings every month. But huge opportunity for growth here to actually rank, assuming those changes are made. Does need a day or two of work to get it to a point where it does have an opportunity to rank and generate traffic, and then within a few days, you'll see impressions start to rise. But within a few months, you would be getting regular traffic from Google, assuming you made those changes, and of course, focus on links, everything like that. But yeah, that's the audit, you guys. Hopefully, it was helpful, and hopefully for Brian, it was helpful as well. Like I said at the beginning, if you need help with your pest control site, if you're not ranking, if you need help with Google Ads, or you just have any questions about digital marketing for your pest control site, click the link below, book a call with me. Happy to take a look at the site, answer any questions you have about it, and of course, see if there is any opportunity to work together to help you guys grow your business and get more leads. As always, you guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.